All right, I'm here in San Diego at Lee Cycle, our dealer in San Diego, California. And today we got the 2023 Honda Goldwing DCT model, and we're testing DNA filters. Now this is a DNA air filter, and what it's going to do is provide a little bit more air to the motor without compromising any filtration. And we're going to see if there's any actual quantifiable data, meaning we can go back to back. I've already ran this thing stock. We're going to do it modded now, which means just the filter change. We already have the BT Moto flash in this thing. So flash pre and post. On the dyno, the only thing that's changing is the filter, that's it. And we're gonna see if we can squeeze a little bit of power to this bike with just that filter. All right, and we are wrapped up with the Goldwing dyno testing for the DNA filter. And just so you guys know, I get a lot of questions about dynoing the Goldwings and the DCT model specifically, and how the front wheel spins, how the back wheel, you know, all this stuff. This is what you need right here. It's a Heltech dyno tool specifically for the Honda DCT model. Now they do have two different models in this, varying for what year you have, but the model number right here is going to be DCT H01, and this is a 2023 model we have here. So just so you know, you guys, the DCT models, if you want to dyno the bike, you have to have that module as well as a dyno to dyno the bike. Now, as far as the dyno numbers go, these are both tuned runs. So red is going to be pre-filter and blue is going to be post-filter. Now, both of these are tuned runs by BT Moto. So the bike on it has the tuning by BT Moto. Only thing we changed here was the filter itself. Again, red being without filter and blue being with filter. You see, we're getting about 2 to 3 horsepower and torque across the entire range. Of course, down here it's very minimal at 2,000 RPM, 2,500. It gets greater and greater and greater as we get higher in the RPM range until we're making about 3-wheel horsepower here up top and about 2-wheel torque. Now that's not crazy, but for an air filter, that's not bad at all. And for those of you that haven't seen the install video, I have it right there on the top right. And you can see just by the install video that we've done, it is a little bit of work. There was about 17,000 miles in this filter. It was a little bit dirty. But when I held those filters up to the light, you can see the stock one definitely had less light coming through it, regardless if it was new or used, than the DNA filter, which had a lot more light coming through it. Now, from our experience with DNA, we don't see any suffering from the filtration process that DNA does. So your bike's not suffering, letting air in. I made sure that the actual gasket around the air filter itself seals to the box properly, because I've seen some makes, like I've said in the install video, where it doesn't seal properly and you get a little bit of dirt and dust in there. Now with the BT Moto Flash, you're getting the removed top speed governor. You're getting all the power that you had in Sport in Tour, so I can dyno this thing in Tour or in Sport. It's gonna make the same power, except the Tour is gonna be very smooth shifting that everybody loves, and that Sport's gonna be more aggressive, higher in the RPM. So for you power lovers out there, or people that love the power in Sport, but don't love Sport mode as far as the transmission goes, you can now put it in Tour and you get that same power, and it's so smooth now. Just riding this bike over to the dyno, it is so smooth. And it is a 2023, so it has the modified TCM or the newer TCM module on it. I know some of the older models I was riding, there would be a small clunk coming to a stop, for example, when it was stock. When you flash it with this, it's very smooth throttle, and that's like exacting the ignition, the AFR, things like that. It really smooths out everything, including the DCT. So I think it's going to do it, and we can see right here we have quantifiable data that that DNA filter is actually doing a little bit of work in the bike, upping the performance slightly and still giving you a great filter. And the filter, you can pull it out, you can maintenance the filter, you can put it right back in the bike again. It's a one and done filter, meaning I don't think you're gonna have to change it for the life of the bike, to be honest with you. So if you got that Honda filter, you keep on swapping them out in the periodic maintenance changes. Now all you have to do is put the DNA in there, clean out the DNA periodically like you would for the maintenance on the regular filter, put it back in there, you're good to go, and you still get to enjoy these amazing gains. I think it's gonna do it for the Honda Goldwing here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.